Monday Night Raw kicked off with the phenomenal AJ Styles. And, yes, he did. He came down to the ring, grabbed the microphone, and started his promo and welcomed Toronto to Raw. And said that Gunther claims he's going to end the career of AJ's WWE career. And one thing I thought was pretty interesting is that AJ said Gunther says he's going to end his WWE career, which could mean that AJ's retiring from WWE, but he might not be retiring from wrestling just yet. That could mean I'm going to retire soon. I don't know. Do you think AJ saying he's going to end my WWE career means anything? I don't know. I don't know. Like, WWE, like, he didn't say career, he said WWE career. I know that could be something. Anyway, AJ says he doesn't want to talk about or think about retirement, and says 2025 was John Cena's year, so 2026 is going to be the year of AJ Styles, and he wants one more world championship. So CM Punk came out, grabbed the microphone, and said he's known AJ for over 20 plus years, and asked him why he's putting his career on the line. Says that he believes people like them can still go, and there's a lot of moments that can happen, and the stake is just too high. And AJ says he could beat Gunther, and he could beat CM Punk. Then he says, if I beat you after I beat Gunther, I'm the number one contender for the championship. Punk says, if we fight tonight, it's for the championship. So, it was booked, it was official, AJ Styles versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship in the main event of Raw, which could possibly be AJ Styles' last Monday Night Raw as an active WWE superstar. It was time for this 6-woman tag team match where Liv gets kicked in the stomach by Rhea. Then Rhea sends Liv into Raquel. Then we get to see a big boot by Rhea to Roxanne. Roxanne gets hit with a clothesline. Big missile drop kick to Raquel. Then Rhea got hit with a nasty DDT by Liv Morgan. Then, of course, Io Sky got hit a drop kick. Stephanie came in, hit a beautiful eat the feet on Roxanne. Raquel came in, big boot to Stephanie. Then Stephanie hit a beautiful crossbody. Though Roxanne tagged in Liv without Rhea knowing, letting Roxanne hit a big chop block on Rhea's knee. But we did see this nasty missile drop kick from Io Sky to Liv Morgan. Riptide to Roxanne, and the winners of the match, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Stephanie the Curse. So congratulations to them. But we did see a little confrontation where we saw Finn saying, "You beat me last night or last week in Ireland or Northern Ireland. So I'm going to give you, and you gave me my flowers and I didn't say anything back, so I'm going to say thank you. Thank you for raising my hand in my home country." And Punk said, yeah. But if you want to be world champion one day, you're going to have to ditch the Judgment Day. That's crazy. So, yeah, WWE planting more and more seeds that Finn Balor is leaving the Judgment Day. Who knows? The Vision came out, and Paul Heyman welcomes Toronto to the Vision and says, let's examine how we got to this point of Braun Breaker being suspended. So he said, example number 2. Adam Pearce putting his hands on Braun Breaker. Which, honestly, this is great evidence. Braun Breaker was the first one. He was the first one. Braun Breaker didn't lay a hand on Adam Pearce. But Adam Pearce did this. That's crazy. And left the brass knuckles last Monday to let deadbeat dad Rey Mysterio hit Austin Theory. So Adam Pearce came out and apologizes to Braun for putting his hands on him, and then lifts the suspension and puts all members of the Vision in the 2026 Royal Rumble. And let Austin Theory face Rey Mysterio tonight. So yeah, Adam Pearce just decided to not care what happens on this show and just decided to let anything happen. So, that's great news, I guess. Rey Mysterio came out and immediately sent Austin Theory straight into the ring post, which looked nasty. Though Austin Theory hit his old finisher, Ataxia, on Rey Mysterio, Logan Paul threw Dragon Lee out of the way. Beautiful double super kick to Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed threw a grown man into the turnbuckle. Big super kick to Bronson Reed. Logan Paul grabbed Penta and just dragged him down on the apron. Big drop kick by Rey Mysterio, which led into a nasty curve stomp by Austin Theory for the 1, 2, 3, and the winner of the match, Austin Theory. One thing I don't know how I feel about is this wrist tape and the elbow pad. I honestly think Austin Theory should just go with his normal look. Ditch the elbow pad and ditch whatever these wrist tape things are, because I don't like them. I just don't like them. You should have just kept. He should only have these things on. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what he normally has on. And I don't know how I feel about that the hand tape. But the Vision just literally just beat down Penta and the Luchadors. Frog Splash, Spear, and the Tsunamis. So, yeah. That was pretty crazy. But Natalya gave an explanation why she attacked Maxine, and basically said she made her, you failed me. It was crazy because Natalya gave her explanation why she turned on Maxine, and she said that she made Maxine and she failed. And she said, you didn't fail you, but you failed me. And she said you were just like the rest of them. You think because you rolled with a legend that you can roll like a legend. But that will never happen again, because this is a whole new me. And when I'm done with you, Maxine, I'm coming for it all, because Natalya elevates, but Natty decimates. So we're finally getting the actual real serious Natty. We're not getting Natalya, we're getting Natty, who is dominant in the ring. So I'm actually glad we got this one. I'm very glad we're getting this instead of regular Natalya. I'd rather have Natty than Natalya. But we did see Raquel Rodriguez start yelling for Adam Pearce, and then all of a sudden Stephanie Vecker attacks, and they have been broken up. So yeah, but this turned into apparently next week in Philadelphia, it's gonna be a Philadelphia street fight. So for the World Championship. So that's pretty exciting. Anyway, Gunther got interviewed by Michael Cole, and Gunther talked about the Royal Rumble. Michael Cole said at Saturday, you take on AJ Styles. And Michael Cole says, something's been bugging me all week. Why just not have a rematch? Why did you put AJ in a corner and force him to put his career on the line? And Gunther replied, Well, if it's bugging you, then you don't understand, because what is there for me to gain if I beat AJ again? Because now I have a lot of things to gain. I have something phenomenal to gain. And he says, now I can beat for him for his career. Listen, AJ made it really clear. 2026 is his final year. He wanted to entertain the fans throughout the year. Oh wait, never mind. And then, hold on. hold on. Then Michael Cole said he wanted to entertain the fans throughout the year. He wants to take on some of his great rivals, like he did at Saturday, where he fought Shinsuke. Why do you want to rob the fans of the? Okay, hold on. Restart this clip. Michael Cole asked Gunther why Michael Cole had asked Gunther why not just have a rematch. And why did you put AJ in the corner and force him to put his career on the line? Because it's been... And Gunther said, well, if it's bugging you, then you don't understand. Because if I beat him again, what is there for me to gain? Now, I have a lot of things to gain that he put his career on the line. And Michael Cole said, well, AJ's made it very clear that 2026 is going to be his final year as an active in-ring competitor. And he wants to entertain the fans and take on some of his great rivals throughout the year. Like Shinsuke on Saturday. Why rob the fans of these moments? And Gunther said, yeah, that'd be great, right? But I'm sick of all these old-timers around here overstaying their welcome, chasing one moment after the other. Those moments should belong to me. Like Goldberg was chasing another moment, and John Cena was chasing a moment after a moment for a full year, and I took all of those things away. But what are they going to talk about now? They're going to talk about when he gave up to me in his very last match. And Gunther said AJ thought he had a beautiful idea about this long, very exciting, emotional retirement or farewell tour, whatever he wants to call it. I'm not interested in taking the moments away that belong to me. And he says, and Gunther says, talking about old-timers, I think you fall into that category, Michael. How long have you planned to stick around here chasing another moment? And he says, funny thing is, I could kick the chair over and end your career right now. And he says, but don't worry, I'm not going to do it. Because on Saturday, I want you to sit there at the Royal Rumble, and I want to hear you call it. And he says, I want to hear you say the career of the phenomenal AJ Styles is over. So, I don't understand this. Gunther, Michael Cole's just a commentator, bro. You don't have to threaten him. You don't have to threaten to end Michael Cole's career, too. Bro, is Gunther really gonna end Goldberg, Cena's, AJ's, and Michael Cole's careers? Because, dang, WWE's basically giving him everything, then. But we did see main event Jey Uso and his music hit. Adam Pearce on the phone again. I have no idea who he's talking to. But Finn Balor asked him for a Royal Rumble spot, and apparently, there's no more spots in the Royal Rumble. And Finn Balor gets mad. He runs into Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan says, what are you doing? Why are you kissing CM Punk's butt? He beat you. He humiliated you. Hold on. Hold on. What did she say? Hold on, let me figure it out. I'll figure it out. Hold on. All I know is that Liv Morgan says, why are you sucking up to CM Punk? He beat you in your home country and then raises your hand and you took it? Like, They don't want you to win another world championship. You know who wants to win another world championship? The Judgment Day, because we're your family. What are you doing, Finn? And then Finn Balor walked away, and Liv gave him this, like, death stare. And all I gotta say is either Finn Balor is out of the Judgment Day very, very soon, or I don't know, honestly. I have no clue. But I wouldn't trust this. I don't trust this. Scotty Barnes was in the building tonight. I swear to you, I could have sworn to you that Cade Cunningham won the Rookie of the Year in that year. I could have sworn to you that this would have happened. But apparently I don't remember it. So, yeah. Alpha Academy and the New Day came out. And, of course, the Creeds, apparently they're still a thing, came out with Los Americanos. So, yeah. But we did see Brutus do the big Brutus ball. And Tozawa drop kick Bravo in the chest. And Tozawa gave a beautiful DDT, dive to both sides of the ring. Big flippity-doopity, what's it called? Trouble in Paradise from Tozawa. Tozawa, though, gets hit with, gets low blowed. Big dive to Tozawa, though, for the 1, 2, 3. And Tozawa and Otis win the number 1 contendership for the Tag Team Championships. And all I've got to say is that Tozawa finally used 10%, more than 10% of his energy. And this is the reason why Alpha Academy won. Also, you telling me we're about to get the Usos versus Alpha Academy? Give the titles to Alpha Academy, bro. Give the titles to Alpha Academy, bro. They deserve it way more. Anyway, I'm not exactly sure what Becky Lynch said here. I kind of forgot. But all I know is the Kabuki Warriors. Kairi Sane said that to Becky that you're not gonna win the Royal Rumble because no one's ready for Asuka. I'm not exactly sure what this had to do with Becky at all, because has Becky said she was going to be in the Royal Rumble? I don't know. And here's the Philadelphia Street Fight segment. Logan Paul, man, you know Logan Paul is so humble. He is so humble that he said that the plan for the Royal Rumble, and since all of us are in it, I have a plan. We have to make sure Braun Breaker wins the 2026 Royal Rumble. Man, Logan Paul is so humble. He literally could have said himself. He literally could have said, we should try to have me win the 2026 Royal Rumble. But Logan Paul is so humble that he have decided to let himself. He decided to be so unselfish that he decided that instead of him winning the Royal Rumble, he have his friend and teammate Braun Breaker win the Royal Rumble instead of him. This man is so unselfish and so humble. Like, he clearly could say, I want to win the Royal Rumble. But no, he wants Braun Breaker to win the Royal Rumble. This is a definition of humble right here. It was time for CM Punk versus AJ Styles for the World Heavyweight Championship. AJ hit a big knee to the face of Punk. Big sliding forearm. Of course, the knee to the back of the head. Then Punk hit with an elbow dive. And Punk hit AJ with a nasty GTS that sent AJ into the barricade. Big Styles Clash from AJ for the 1, 2, ooh. Then Punk, as AJ went for the phenomenal forearm, Punk hit the ropes, sending AJ into the ropes. Big Pele. Then, as AJ was holding onto the ropes so he wouldn't get hit with a GTS, we see Finn Balor hit a nasty drop kick in the corner. Drop kick into the barricade that wouldn't break. It was saying, it ain't gonna work for me, brother. Coup de grace, and Finn Balor stands tall in the end of Monday Night Raw. And you know what this means? You know what this means, Finn Balor fans? Listen up, Finn Balor fans. You know what this means, right? Finn Balor's getting a world title program. He's getting a world title program that he's going to lose because there's no hope that Finn Balor is gonna lose every single match he has with CM Punk. He's never gonna win another world championship in WWE. Give it up. WWE is not pushing Finn Balor in 2026. It's not his year. Finn Balor will never, ever, 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 ever win another world championship ever in WWE. So Finn Balor fans, just don't have hope. Don't have hope because Finn Balor is not getting pushed. He's going to lose every single match that he has with CM Punk. It's going to happen. Don't have hope, guys. Because as soon as this is WWE giving you hope, but they're going to break your hearts. And I don't want the Finn Balor fans to get their hearts broken, bro. Like, don't have hope. Don't have hope for Finn Balor winning the title. Just don't. Because your heart's going to get broken when WWE decides, we're going to have Finn Balor get pinned like he does every single week. Like, just don't. Like, don't fall for WWE's trap of giving the Finn Balor fans hope. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. But that was your Monday Night Raw. What do you guys think? Comments below about this Monday Night Raw. Anyway, we'll be for us today. See you tomorrow. Bye.